Boxing lives, breathes, and breaks down. Today is August 6th, 2025, and the fight world is on fire. From Oleksandr Usyk's dominant return to Undisputed, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury calling it quits once again, and the massive confirmation of Saul Canelo Álvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford. This fight is going down in Las Vegas. We've got it all here. We're also breaking down major shakeups in the rankings, rising stars, and fights that you need to be prepared for this fall and winter. Let's break this all down. First up, history was made once again by Oleksandr Usyk on July 19th at the Wembley Stadium. Oleksandr Usyk fought Daniel Dubois in their highly anticipated rematch, and he stopped them. With this victory, Oleksandr Usyk reclaims the undisputed heavyweight title, holding all 4 major belts and the Ring Magazine Championship. This was a clinical masterclass in movement, angles, and timing. This was a vintage Oleksandr Usyk. The real question now, who's next for the unified king? Following Oleksandr Usyk's win, many expected talk of the trilogy with Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, but instead, Fury surprised fans by declaring that he's officially stepping away from the sport once again. Speaking to all the reporters, Fury said, "Boxing is a young man's game, and I've done all that I need to do. I'm focused on my health, family, and maybe even horse racing." But whether or not we believe him, this isn't Fury's first retirement. The impact is clear. The heavyweight division is open for a new era. Jared Anderson, Zhang, Moses Itauma, and now all these guys have an opportunity to step up for these belts. Now to what might be the biggest fight of the entire decade, Saul Canelo Álvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford. The super fight is going down September 13th in the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and is set to be streamed on Netflix as part of their expansion into live combat sports. That's right, boxing is breaking new ground. This clash is going to be a true pound-for-pound fight. Saul Canelo Álvarez, the undisputed champ at 168 pounds, defends his crown against Terence Bud Crawford. The man who cleaned out 140 and 147 now moves up 2 weight divisions to chase greatness. I would say that he was more moving up 1 weight division because he did fight Madrimov at 154 pounds, but I think you guys know where I'm getting at. Both men, Saul Canelo Álvarez and Terence Bud Crawford, are both skilled. Both men are smart, but Terence Bud Crawford brings arguably the best boxing IQ and adaptability in the game today. Meanwhile, Canelo's ring generalship and power will make this a real high-stakes chess match. The early odds have this fight close as a 50-50. Let us know in the comments below, who do you have winning this fight? Saul Canelo Álvarez or Terence Bud Crawford? And why? What will be the keys to victory for each fighter in your opinion? Obviously, Terence Bud Crawford does have the boxing ability, and Canelo's feet has slowed down a little bit. But if Canelo can dig back into that bag, the Danny Jacobs bag, the Triple G bag, if he can be half of that fighter, I believe this fight looks more like Canelo Álvarez versus Amir Khan. But if Terence Bud Crawford can make this a better fight, I would love to see that. Now, let's talk about the rankings and rising stars. We have Ricardo Sandoval, who just made a major upset in the division by defeating Kenshiro in Japan. Ricardo Sandoval now climbs up to the #1 bantamweight spot in the world. It was a brilliant performance from Sandoval. I told you guys, to showcase speed, patience, and surgical precision in the later rounds of the fight. This win not only shakes up the bantamweight division, but it puts him in line for a title shot against any of the champions. Expect a lot of action in his weight class over the next 6 months. You heard it here first. Now, for the upcoming fights that you need to be prepared for this fall and winter. We have August 16th. Dillian Whyte returns against the heavyweight Moses Itauma in Riyadh. This is a serious test for the young man, Moses Itauma. And it's going to be a possible last hurrah if Dillian Whyte doesn't beat Moses Itauma. I believe this will be him riding off into the sunset. Then we have September 13th. Again, mark your calendars. Saul Canelo Álvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford. You can't miss that. We have November 15th. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn 2 at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Their first fight was extremely good. Worldwide, we all seen it. The second one could be even crazier, even more bloody. Let us know how you feel about that in the comments below. Then we have November 22nd. David Benavidez takes on Anthony Yarde. And the undercard, Arthur Beterbiev will be facing Dion Nicholson. Putting Bivol Trilogy on hold for now. That's stacked back-to-back half of 2025. And your favorite segment on this day in boxing history. While August 6th doesn't have any legendary fights, this represents something important, the calm before the storm. This is the exact week in previous years has seen announcements that will shake up the sport for months to come. Remember, we had Floyd Mayweather versus Maidana 2, Andre Ward versus Kovalev and the rumblings, even Spence versus Crawford saga back in 2023. It all started to stir right around this time. So if you're feeling like it's quiet, trust me, it's not. The storm is always brewing in boxing. But that's your full breakdown for August 6th, 2025, right here on ZA Boxing Nation. Oleksandr Usyk is undisputed again. Fury might be finally done. Canelo versus Crawford are headed for a big major showdown in September. And the rankings are going to get shook up on every level. Ricardo Sandoval moves up as the #1 bantamweight and now has the opportunity to challenge any of the champions. So let me know how you guys feel about all of that in the comments below. But this is ZA Boxing Nation, where champions get analyzed and legends are made. And if you're new here, keep your hands up, and I'll catch you in the next one.